I've had situations where we've been late delivering an episode and they've had to turn it around really fast, like on a deadline, and they've always delivered. They've never missed a deadline for us. My name is Amanda Cook, and I'm the founder of Wellpreneur. Wellpreneur is a company that helps entrepreneurs to do well and be well. We've had a podcast for quite a few years, and the podcast is a really important part of our business. It's how our community builds up a relationship with us and learns about our products and services, and just it really forms the heart of our community at Wellpreneur. So when we were looking for a new audio editor to produce the podcast, it was a really difficult decision for us because we knew the audio quality needed to be impeccable. It needed to sound very professional. But we also found that there were a lot of parts of podcast production that we were still doing ourselves internally. What we were doing previously, we would pass the podcast off to be edited, but we would still have to do like all preparing the file and uploading it to our host and getting it on our website and doing the show notes and all of these other parts that were taking our time to produce the podcast. So it was taking like quite a bit of effort from me and my team to get the podcast out the door. So we totally love your podcast. They have made it so easy to produce a super professional, great sounding podcast. They just make it so easy on our side. So we obviously record the interview and then they take it from there. They do excellent audio production that's so professional. They give feedback, make suggestions for sound changes or production changes if we need to change like our microphone or something like that. And then they take care of the show notes and putting it on the site and getting it on the podcast host. And it's just awesome. What I love is that I've had situations where we've been late delivering an episode and they've had to turn it around really fast, like on a deadline, and they've always delivered. They've never missed a deadline for us. We've also done things where we work way in advance and they can batch a whole bunch of content and get it to us well in advance as well. I've just had such a great experience with your podcast. I highly recommend them. Like I said, they've made having a podcast so easy and professional that if you are looking to start a podcast or you're looking for a new way to produce your podcast, I highly recommend checking out your podcast. They've just been really awesome for us and the Wellpreneur podcast.